Drinking too much high fructose corn syrup or sugar is not a good idea. And we consume far too many soft drinks and too much fruit juice that has these substances added to them. A study came out in the journal Circulation in March of 2012 showing that sugary drinks are linked to heart attacks. And what they did at the Harvard School of Public Health is study men between the ages of 40 and 75 who were having 12 ounces of sugary drinks a day. And they did this study on 42,000 men over 22 years. They also did some studies on the women's nurses' health study and found similar findings in the year 2009. And what they found is men who were consuming this amount of sugar had a 20% increase in the risk of heart disease. Shocking number that really should be staggering us. And what did they find with these sugary drinks? There was an increase in triglycerides, in C-reactive protein, and there was a lower HDL level. But they didn't find anything in diet drinks that would do the same thing. So the sugary drinks, yes, the diet drinks, no. But it's interesting that another study was done in the Journal of General Internal Medicine in I guess it was in January of the year 2012 that we reported on, that showed that the diet drinks increased the risk for heart attacks by 43% and also strokes. But there was no relationship to the sugary drinks. This makes you wonder about the research that's being done and published, because what are you supposed to believe? Fortunately, because there's so much other data that supports that the use of too much sugar, or the consumption of too much sugar and too much high fructose corn syrup, is a bad thing for you, and that the artificial sweeteners are also a bad thing, you can probably bet that both these studies are reporting different aspects of what could be followed, but still it makes you worry a bit about what's happening in our medical literature. So I think the general consensus would be that soft drinks in general with too much high fructose corn syrup, or with just plain old sucrose, table sugar, are not a good idea, and the diet drinks aren't a good idea either. There would be a time when consuming sugary drinks wouldn't be such a problem. It is a problem whenever we drink things like that or consume high levels of high fructose corn syrup or sugar when we're inactive, particularly if we just have a soft drink or a fruit juice drink and we're not doing much exercise and we might be a little overweight. But for people who are burning a lot of calories because they're athletes, you don't get the same effect. So we want to try and be fair about this, but at the same time, be a little bit cautious and in general, avoid those things that we know are not good for our health.